Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
Today we are going to spend some time sharing with you some of the seeds that we've ordered that we'll be planting later this spring in what we are referring to as our market garden. So we have separated out categories. So we're going to talk about some flowers and we're going to talk about some of the fillers as well too, so that you can get a sense of why we've selected the types of things that we have selected. And Dragon will talk a little bit more about what the market garden entails and why we've decided to incorporate that here on the farm.
So our farm, you probably seen in our previous video about where we designated the flower farm and the market garden. So we have two areas that are 50 feet wide and 120 feet long for the market garden. So that's going to be right along the road and along the fence line on our property, which is very visible to anybody that drives by our property, which will be a great marketing tool for our farm and for what we're trying to do. Flower farm will hopefully serve as our obviously pick your own flower farm. Come to the farm, pick your own flowers. We're planning on doing some kind of like flower buffets or flower bars on the weekends here, where people can come to the farm and purchase already cut flowers, or go to the garden and cut your own flowers, and potentially also take some to the farmers market. So
yeah. So as we kind of talk through this, we actually have a lot more planned than we want to share today, just because we want to not take too much time going into too much detail about everything. But in addition to the cut flower portion of our market garden, we will also have a vine crop section that will entail pumpkins and watermelon that we will plant. And we'll do a separate video on that later on. Then we also will have a sectioned off area just for a garden, for vegetables and things of that nature. So we have a sketch that we have here on the table, but we'll also pop this up on the screen right now to give you all a lay of the land of how things are working. On the paper that you see now on the screen, just south of that flower garden section on the bottom is the house is kind of there. And if you're familiar with our property and some of our images, that's where our line of pine trees are as well. So you see the two sections for the flower garden, the section for our vegetable garden, watermelon section, and then also our pumpkin patch. So now that we've kind of laid that out, we'll go ahead and start diving into some of the things that we've chosen for this market garden.
And why did we choose them?
And why we chose them, absolutely. So one of the first things that is a no-brainer is sunflowers. So the sunflower is my favorite flower. Dragon's favorite flower is hydrangea, which we have lots of those around. But the sunflowers that we selected are the Pro Cut series of sunflowers. And the Pro Cut series is designed to not have that pollen dropping, which is an important aspect of designing and developing a bouquet. There's nothing worse than cutting a beautiful sunflower and bringing it inside and then having all of that pollen just constantly drop all over everything. I mean, we've dealt with that ourselves with our previous sunflower varieties. So this year we've selected intentionally those that do not have that. So we've done a lot of our ordering this year from Johnny Seeds. So we'll just kind of go through some of these and pop up some pictures on the screen while we talk about them. So
this series has about 60 to 70 day grow, I guess, right? 50 to 60 days growth period where you can cut them. So basically, within less than 2 months, you can get from seed to a cut flower for your garden. And so that way we have about, I forgot how many seeds here, but we specifically chosen four
4,000.
Four varieties.
4,000 seeds, 1,000 seeds of each variety.
1,000 seeds of each variety. So we are looking to probably plant about, once we start planting in May, about 100 seeds of each variety every other week. so that way we can have continuous cut flowers for weeks to come after that. So
Yeah, that succession planting will be important so that we can always provide customers the things that they're looking for and give them a reason also to come back and know that when they come back, the things that they liked or that drew them here to the market garden are available for them to come and get again or to bring another person with them to get an experience. So one of the sunflower seeds that we have, again, we have 4 varieties of the Pro Cut series, is the Pro Cut Orange.
it's a classic sunflower.
Yeah, classic sunflower with the giant head, and we're popping pictures of these up on the screens for everybody. Another one is the Pro Cut red and lemon bicolor, and as you see right now, it has kind of a lighter ring around the outside of it, and then kind of like this rusty kind of color right before it gets to the head of that seed. We also then selected a Pro Cut red, just because it was a little more unique and of a variety and something you don't typically maybe see or even associate with the sunflower. So to kind of give people that wow factor or that added interest to kind of to talk about, well, exactly what is that? And then the last one that we have is a Pro Cut Gold Light. And this one, it looks similar also to like a more of a traditional sunflower, kind of cross between, I say maybe like a Rudbeckia and or a Gerber daisy.
It also has that teddy bear look, with fuller teddy bear look.
Yeah.
Teddy bear sunflower, if you're familiar with that as well. So
yeah. So those are the 4 varieties of sunflowers that we have. Again, that's the Pro Cut series, and all of those are from Johnny Seeds.
Next up will be zinnias. How can you do a cut flower garden without zinnias? So we've chosen quite a few varieties. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 varieties of zinnias, quite a few different colors. Let's start with most unique. We want to start with blue. Okay, so we out of Queen Lime series. That's a recent, fairly new series. I think it's in the last couple of years that I started seeing this series. So we chosen 2 varieties. Unfortunately, the other varieties were not available; they were sold out. But we chosen a Queen Lime and a Queen Lime Orange variety for our cut flower garden. They bloom. It is beautiful, almost dahlia-like blooms, giant, probably about, I would say, between 4 and 6 inches bloom. So that's really nice addition to any bouquet. Next up, we from
Bennery's Giant.
Bennery's series. We have several of those that we've chosen. We have Giant Lime, Giant Purple, Salmon Rose, Giant Yellow, and that's it right now on Bennery's. Then also we chosen a couple from Oklahoma series. They are very similar to Bennery's series. They are also large blooms, not as big as Queen Lime blooms, but they are in probably 2 to 3 inch diameter blooms. So we have from Oklahoma series, we have a beautiful Oklahoma White, Oklahoma Scarlet. Along that, we also have the puffy one, what was it called? Cinderella Peach. That's a beautiful variety. That's a little more unique look on zinnia, but also beautiful. I love that creamy yellow, ivory kind of peachy color. Peach is also my favorite fruit, so kind of goes along with that. So yeah, I believe those are the varieties that we have.
Yep. So then from there, we're going to move on to snapdragons. And snapdragons we have not grown before. This is the first time for us. But one of the things that I think is attractive about snapdragon is that to me they're similar to foxgloves, which we love, and just kind of the way that they form and the way that they move gives them a little bit of puffiness and makes them a great plant to add to any arrangement, we hope. Saying that as having not dealt with them before.
Definitely look like good flower to add structural height to any bouquet. So
Right. So let's take a look at the snapdragons that we have.
we have, I believe, 8 varieties. 8, 9 varieties.
So lots of snapdragons that we've chosen. One of the fun things kind of about developing this market garden is Dragon and I's color palette tends to lean a lot towards oranges and yellows and burgundies, and wanting to add more pastel colors and light colors. We really pushed ourselves to do that. And a couple right off the bat that we caught our eye to make sure that we were doing that were in the Potomac series. Potomac Apple Blossom, the Potomac Ivory, the Potomac Lavender, and the Potomac Yellow. And then I would say that some of the ones that lean more towards kind of things that we traditionally might have gone towards are the Potomac Red, definitely that Potomac Orange,
Definitely apricot.
the Costa Apricot, and I don't know if I mentioned the Potomac Royal, and also then the Potomac Pink, which are kind of similar to each other. It's just that the pink seems to be more of a lighter version of that Potomac Royal. But you can see that these are gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. They look like they would really make for a dramatic statement in any bouquet, whether it's for a wedding bouquet or just for something for a dinner table or an end table or coffee table at home.
I mean, this is going to be our testing year, and I'm really looking forward to see what we can do and what will grow well in our garden. So I'm really looking forward to this. So.
Yep. So another flower that we have not had any experience with, but always catches my eye anytime we're out at a garden center is the Rudbeckia. And I like the Rudbeckia because it, again, reminds me of a daisy, a dahlia, a sunflower, kind of all the types of things that we like. The Rudbeckia tends to be a mixture of that. So for that, we have 3 different varieties of Rudbeckia. We have
Go with these. So Rudbeckias we got from Outside Pride and Urban Farmer. Outside Pride had one with the Rudbeckia, which is called
Green Eyes.
Green Eyes. So it has a beautiful lime green eye in the center. And the other variety is Cherokee Sunset. It has more zinnia-like look with double blooms. So that is another beautiful variety. The third variety we got from Urban Farmer, which is a green wizard. And that has a dark black center with green outline. Really unique variety. I think it almost looked like black strawberries in a picture. So I'm really looking forward to add these to bouquets. I think that would really add nice texture and a unique look to the bouquets.
Yeah, for sure. Next on our list are our Cosmos series. And Cosmos, again, something we have not tried before. So this is going to be another testing the ground, so to speak, and seeing how they perform here for us, how our customers might react to them, and how we react to them if it's something that we feel like it's worth bringing back next season.
You know, watching a lot of YouTube videos from other gardeners and people that grow flowers, and everybody seems like that have a love and hate relationship with Cosmos because of their, I guess, vigorous grow. They do need some staking or some because they grow so tall. They do need some support. However, they are such a good producers. You can use their greens as a filler. So it's kind of hard to avoid them when you have the market garden, even though they require a little more work than some other varieties of flowers. we only got the, I believe, mix. Cosmos most likely we're gonna direct seed into the market garden and go from there. Some nice big section where we can have the display variety. The cessation mix includes white, light pink, and a deep burgundy pink. So
Yeah, so we'll see again. Like Dragon mentioned, it's people either love them right off the bat when we've done research about them, or they like them but they complain about them the entire time. Like there's really no in between, or nothing that we've seen that tips the scale in favor one way or another. So I think it's going to be a personal choice.
nobody
thing.
dislikes them completely. Everybody finds a reason to still have them around, even though they give people a little more hard time on maintaining them. So
yeah. So that's going to do it for the flower section. So now we're going to talk about fillers. And Dragon, maybe you want to talk about why fillers are important for the market garden.
So fillers for your, not just for a market garden, for any of your bouquets. I mean, you can you fill up the bouquet with just zinnias and it will look good? Yeah, absolutely. But a little pop of extra green, a little pop of some accent colors will always, of different shaped flowers, blooms will always be nice, eye-catching, just to break the what do you call that?
I don't know. But I guess maybe I would say also too, it allows those bigger pieces to actually shine and be a star, and give your eye a little break from being overwhelmed by all the sensations that you're seeing from all the different colors. So that green and those filler help the bouquet to breathe, even though you're adding more things to it.
Yeah. So some of the fillers that we chosen were, what were they? Amini series. Ami. But they are for you gardeners, if you've seen dill flowers, carrot flowers, what else? Cilantro flowers, parsley flowers. They have that look. They typically white. We have a white and a green variety that we chosen. Kind of lime green. Is it a lime green?
It's a green mist. Mm-hmm.
And Casablanca is completely white, but they have nice flat flower that will nice blooms. I'm sorry, nice flat blooms that would add a really nice accent and texture to the bouquets.
Yeah, the laciness of that will help to give a little bit of variation in the texture and what we're creating.
They look very interesting even before the blooms opened in that little cluster. So we had them growing up. I remember always having them in the wild. They grow well as a wildflower, and seeing them around, it's always nice.
Yeah, so hopefully that will allow us an opportunity to use them in different stages of their development as well.
Then next one is Amaranth. We already started some of them.
Yeah, Amaranthus seeds. We have 2,000 seeds here. We purchased some almost 2 weeks ago and seeded them and put them under our grow lights, and within 48 hours they were up. It was like the fastest germination we've ever seen. And the variety that we got there is called Hibiscus, and this is we'll pop these up on the screen. This is emerald tassels and a red spike. And Amaranthus we've never dealt with before, but it is definitely eye-catching. Yeah, you've seen it, and I think that everything that we've heard about it so far, it holds up well also too as a dried flower. If you are drying flowers and you want them to create bouquets or things off season, this will give you something to hold on to year round.
Plenty of options for that, yeah. Next up is the Euphorbia.
Yep. So Euphorbia, we have the mountain snow Euphorbia that will pop up right now. This is from mountain snow Euphorbia is from Johnny Seed. So this has also an interesting leaf texture. You can see how it has green and then this white outline around the leaf structure. So that is also pretty to add a little bit of depth to the bouquets that are being created.
Nice. Baby's breath. Kevin loves baby's breath. That's from
Baby's breath to me just feels like a classic thing. Like maybe it's old school and your grandma might hold on to it. I remember growing up and seeing bouquets and there was baby's breath in it. And it felt like baby's breath never died. Like you can pick it out of a bouquet, you throw the flowers away, and I would always save the baby's breath because it wasn't ready to go yet.
I don't know if it's intentional or not. Kevin's favorite, and my favorite to get into these small little packets. So I'm just saying.
So baby's breath, I think everybody knows what baby's breath is.
And then we also let's do this hibiscus from Johnny's. So this is
Mahogany Splendor.
Splendor. We are big fans of Garden Answer channel. If you are not subscribed to that channel, you have to check it out. Laura does some amazing job with her garden market. She doesn't have a market. She has a cut flower garden, but we drew so much inspiration from her, what she's done with her garden, and we've seen her grow this hibiscus. I must say last year that she started growing from seeds. I'd never seen hibiscus grow from seeds, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, almost like Japanese maple. Leaves like so it has this beautiful burgundy leaves along with the burgundy stem, so it's a really nice different accent for the bouquets. And last but not least with fillers are the basil, some of the basil. We took this from another YouTuber who does the market garden similar to what we're planning on doing, and everybody raved about having basil in your bouquets and how much being able to smell that basil, fresh basil, and then everybody just loves and adores. So
But I think there were tips also too on using it, like cutting it and storing it in the fridge before using it in your bouquet. So a lot of these you will have to revisit and relearn some of those tips and tricks to make sure that the bouquets are getting the longest shelf life on them as possible. Or table life, yes.
So what varieties did we get?
So from Johnny's we got a Aromato basil, and then we also have an amethyst improved basil. And
amethyst is really nice, black, almost black leaves.
Yeah. And then from Urban Farmer, we got a green ruffles.
It's because it has a very unique, almost arugula-like leaves. So it will definitely add another nice texture and structure to the bouquets. So,
yeah, I'm interested to see how that one looks in person because so far to me, kind of from the pictures, it almost comes across as just a weed.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to growing it. How's your experience with these two companies? I want to share that.
So everybody always raves about Johnny's because of the amount of information that you get. I mean, you could see on the back of every seed package, you're not getting pictures and things like that, but it's kind of, I guess, like if you are going to a restaurant and you open up a menu, a lot of people automatically go toward the picture, but that's not always the best thing on the menu. So reading through the ingredients and figuring out what it is that is actually in the dish is kind of a better approach, and that's the approach that you get with Johnny's. The information there, I think, is invaluable, and it helps you with how you're growing it and everything.
It definitely kind of forces you to study the seed versus just looking at a picture. This is what it's going to look like. You actually kind of forced to flip back and see what the planting instructions are. What depth, what with each plant thinning and all that. So I actually, at first I did not like Johnny seeds because there was no picture, because I'm such a visual learner and I want to see what I'm planting. But actually now, more we use them, I actually like them more and more. So definitely.
Yeah. So what about our experience with Urban Farmer Dragon?
Urban Farmer, I don't know. Not a great experience for somebody who's been in customer service industry for 25 years. Wasn't as pleasant, so you can tell why.
Well, in our Urban Farmer order, we had one discrepancy, but it was a pretty big one because we had ordered almost 24 things from them, and our watermelon seed order got messed up. We ordered 50 seeds of a particular watermelon variety, which was actually the most expensive thing that we bought from that order. It was $25 for just those 50 seeds.
Yeah, it's a seedless watermelon, so those seeds are a little bit more pricier. We wanted to try a variety of watermelon that's seedless. Nowadays, people like seedless watermelon, I think, a little more. But we wanted to try and just to see to have variety. So.
Yeah, so in getting that and going through what the inventory that was sent to us and checking our list, we saw that we got a packet that clearly said on it only 10 seeds of that particular watermelon variety instead of the 50 seeds that we had ordered. So we did our due diligence by giving them a call, and there is no option to get a live person through customer service when you call. Instead, you're directed to send them an email, which we did by documenting the order form as well as the seed packet that they sent us by taking a picture of a side by side to show what was sent and what was ordered. Even on their order confirmation, it showed the 50 seeds versus the 10 seed packet that was actually sent. Dragon later reached out to them as well.
After a couple of days, we didn't get an email response, so I found them on Facebook and did the same thing. And now it's been 6-7 days.
Yeah, I mean, typically I think a grace period is 3 to 5 business days to get a response back from someone, and we have not. So because of that, I think that we will likely not be a long-term customer of Urban Farm.
Other than that, I also want to point out that their descriptions are also compared to Johnny's. They're very vague and generic. So we have basil seeds here. And in the lista, we can see the lista will pop a picture of them. There's no how to plant a basil in their instructions. It's kind of a unique way of just putting general information for basic 20 vegetables in the back, even though it doesn't include the instructions for the actual vegetable seeds that you bought. So.
Yeah, I mean, maybe your experience has been different. We'd love to hear. And also, if you have recommendations for some other companies, we're maybe starting out in a lot of this, but we love trying out new companies. We bought seeds from companies on Etsy, any place that we see seeds. What was it? Outpride Seeds also too.
Outside Pride. Yeah, they have a decent variety. Baker's Creek, I know they are very big on heirloom seeds, but they only sell individual packets also. They don't have bulk quantities, which is, unless I missed that somewhere. So I did not see an option to buy in bulk with Baker's Creek. So that's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah. So while we're now transitioning out of kind of the seed packet and customer service review portion, we're going to head on outside to the garage and show you quickly some of our dahlia tubers that we have also too that will be going in the market garden.
All right, let's check them out. All right, let's see what variety of dahlias we're going to plant this year. So we found a great selection of dahlias in Costco this year. They had a sale for 2 varieties per bag, 9 tubers. It's usually four of the one and 5 of the other. For $12.99, right?
$12.99, I believe, yeah.
$12.99. These are the 4 varieties that kind of we picked and liked. This is the only, I would like to find another white variety, a little more compact white variety. This is a white perfection. Then we have this purple and white preemie.
Preemie, I guess.
Preemie. With that, we also have this. I love this orange and red combination. I'm really looking forward to see this orange. We already mentioned that we tend to lean towards these oranges, but it's a Summer Flame is the orange variety and Heat Wave is the red variety. Then we have, I love it. This is classic Dahlia look with these really dense blooms, petals, flower petals. I would love to find more varieties that have this bloom structure. So we have, I'm reading upside down, Kevin, help me out.
Cornell and Sylvia.
Cornell and Sylvia. So we have the peachy color is the Cornell variety, and Sylvia is this deep burgundy. And last but not least, Dahlia here, we also have a couple more varieties of burgundy. We have this light burgundy variety is Bacardi, and this deep burgundy variety is Diva. We also, what we did, we opened all of these. As you can see, they're all open. We went around and I actually inspected all the tubers and divided them. So we actually have more tubers than we initially purchased. We're looking forward. These are some of the cutouts that didn't look good as actual tuber, but we're gonna give them a test run and see maybe some of them sprout. Trinity is in the shot. She doesn't care about camera. So we're gonna try to see if they sprout or not. So we'll see with that as time goes by. Last thing that we want to mention, Kevin, love these.
Liatris. We have never grown these before, but they seem to be a popular choice for some of the YouTube flower market gardens that we've seen, and we thought, why not? Especially the different varieties that we've seen and the amount that you get. When we found this bag with 80 in it from Costco for that $12.99 price, we decided to go ahead and grab not one, but two.
So we might have a whole 50-foot row of Liatris. They're also big pollinator attractors, butterfly, bees, so we are also looking forward to that as well.
That's gonna do it for this video. We know it was a little bit on the longer side today, so if you made it here, thank you so much. Also, don't forget to drop down in those comments and give us some feedback on what you saw here. Was there a particular flower that we have planned that you're looking forward to seeing? We're definitely going to be bringing you along on this journey as we get out and start planting and also harvesting and looking to see how this market garden evolves.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are beginning of the March. We're 1 week into the March right now. We have about 2 weeks left of winter on the paper, 2 weeks. However, our first frost date is not last frost date is not till somewhere April 15th to April 20th. So probably we are not going to start planting until sometime end of April, beginning of May. So.
But between then and now, there's a lot going on here at the farm. So definitely keep coming back. Make sure that you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on, because things are kicking up into high gear here.
Definitely. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
See you soon. Bye.
Stay safe out there. Green is going to be disappointed.
And don't forget to stay safe out there.